come, oh, yo, yo.
Mayegun don't come, man of the masses.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Mayegun diary political.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
This one not the off in mind.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
And in the touchlight every corner.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you ladder.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
My people make we shout.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Mayegun don't come, man of the masses.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Mayegun diary political.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
This one not the off in
Oh,
mind.
yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you ladder.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
My people make you shout.
Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Mayegun don't come, man of the masses.
Yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Everybody is running. Everybody is running. I think I'm also going to declare or decide to run as everybody is running.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe rere, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe rere, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary.
I also have some good news for you from wherever you're watching from
Political.
Mayegun diary,
tonight.
Mayegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Thank you for joining me.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Thank you. Thank you. Ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta, ẹ kú 3 days. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ Mayegun, the friends of Mayegun, the brethren in the temple of truth, TOT. How have you been keeping your faith since you last attended the temple? So it's good to see everybody again after a day break because a lot happened that day that I decided to take a break. However, we can always catch up because, as they say, in their politics, 24 hours is a long time in politics. And since this is Mayegun's diary political, you are welcome to where you would understand the trickery, the fuckery, the mess up, the manipulation, and everything that has to do with unworkable, a non-working Nigeria system that has now pushed a lot of indigenous people to the precipice, a near break point where many are now asking that they don't want to be part of this charade anymore. They don't want to be part of this contraption anymore. And their argument is genuine, legit, as they will put it, legitimate, no matter how much. The gatekeepers of Nigeria continue to play the hide and seek. A day is coming, and it is near, when the conversation they don't want to have, they would have to sit down and have it. Yes, they would have to sit down. How do we get to that part? Is by making you understand the lies behind all of what they now call political game. At the same time, making you understand how their decisions affects you, how the consequences of their actions, inactions, paddy, allies, realignment, and every other name they give to themselves in the name of trying to find a solution to Nigeria's myriads of problems, which is no longer the problems of everyone anymore. That is the reality they are not realizing. On Mayegun's Diary Political, we make you understand the politics, we make you understand the polity, we make you understand how it affects you, and we make you understand how you can actually resist. The number of resistors is what we are yet to swell. Once we have the number, yes, they will be forced to stop running, as they have all been declaring in the last 24 hours or 48 hours since the last time I spoke to you. Therefore, the last man running is the one running from the platform of APC. Egbekegbe, Rotifmi, Amaechi, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot is also the Minister of Transportation under Bokwari in the last 7 years. Now, he is running. Thiefnubu is, well, let me put it this way. In APC, Egbekegbe alone, right now, for those who have declared, you have a Devil Umayi from Ebonyi. You have Amaechi now has declared. You have Thiefnubu. So Amaechi is running. Devil Umayi is running. Thiefnubu is paying. No joke. Every day, like I told you a few days ago, I said, gradually and gradually, everyone is going to come to the reality, especially those who have conspired or chose to be quiet, silent in the face of this insecurity and economic destruction that has now led our people into more poverty. Those who thought or who are thinking that they could get a compensation for the one chance deal they entered in 2015 if Thiefnubu is compensated. So to Thiefnubu, it is a reward, a compensation. The Nigeria hold him that. He gave you Bokwari. You need to give him that chance. But that is not how it is inside the APC, Egbekegbe, as we speak. Even his own protege, his own godson, his own political son. I am talking about fake Pastor Ruga. That's Oshumbade, by the way. That's Oshibajo. Fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, the special advisor to Bokwari on burial arrangements, condolences visits, and trader money. He is also running and is likely going to declare in the next 24 hours or 48 hours. Part of the reason why the Thiefnubu camp
are, most of them are pretending, like what Yoruba call iso inueku. When they decided to make Bokuwari the president, it wasn't hard at all. Amaechi, Thiefnubu, and the rest of them, they pulled all of their machineries together for Bokuwari, except for the attempt by Atifku to snatch it from them, if you remember. But it has come to the turn of Thiefnubu, the Jaga bandits, the Jaga addicts, the Jaga weary, aṣíwájú àwọn agbèrò, aṣíwájú àwọn olè, aṣíwájú àwọn atọ̀lé. It is his turn, just like an inheritance, birthright. The conspiracy deepens. I don't want to take you too long backward, back. But like I said, as days comes to weeks and weeks comes to months, this whole thing will begin to unravel. Part of them is that the CPC gang that controls the APC, Egbekegbe's presidency as we speak, they don't want a sick, cold, corrupt, stinkingly corrupt, demented Lagos landlord. So that was what initially prompted the likes of Fayemi that they wanted to be president. He wanted to be president. That is what prompted the likes of Oshimbade joining the campaign. Joining the contest. Now, Amaechi is out. For those of you who don't know, this little news, there are some of you who will listen to and laugh, is causing a serious graveyard silence inside their body lawn as you speak. But like I told you, they have enough time to deny. But for you, you know better. So they chose to take Thiefnubu's selfish ambition for them to keep quiet about the killings, the kidnappings, the destruction of lives and properties in Yoruba land. They decided to mellow on that because once they start talking about it, that means they will start agreeing with all of us that Nigeria's security has failed, and indeed, Thiefnubu and gang that decided to drag Yorubas into this unholy, fraudulent, manipulative arrangements, they have been defrauded. Do you understand what that means? It simply means Yorubas became poorer under APC, Egbekegbe. Yoruba land became more unsafe under APC, Egbekegbe. Yoruba land got invaded by government-protected alien under APC, Egbekegbe. Yoruba started paying ransom to their kidnappers in Yoruba land under APC, Egbekegbe. All of these things, they chose to keep quiet about them. When they begin to talk about them, talk about the insecurity, that means they will begin to agree with us. And agreeing with us means Bokuwari has failed. And saying Bokuwari has failed means that they are already parting ways. And by the time they part ways, it simply means they are back to the same certificate we said they were going to get. No matter how much deluded they are, no matter how much blackmail they pull, no matter how much intimidation they try to use, they are going to get one thing back. And what is that thing? Do you remember it? This certificate they are going to get back when this whole thing goes down. As much as they live in denial of everything but in their own bubble. What is that certificate I told you they will get back? BLLB. Aha! The Babs family, the first person to get it right. BLLB. Boshelo Loshebo. But like I said, they will blame everyone else for what is about to befall them, but they won't blame themselves. But you know why you should know better, or why you know about this, and why you are never going to invest your emotion as a Yoruba man into the charade and these political jobbers, opportunists who have sold the soul of Yoruba land in this, what they call the Project Nigeria. They decided to speak for themselves and not the Yoruba people. Today, Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world, with over 70 million people unemployed, jobless, young people. Do you actually have an idea how many of that number comes from Yoruba land? When you don't know the number or you don't understand the number, maybe you should begin to look into your own look into your own family, look into your own community. How many of those young people there actually received the proper education that they should normally get? And for those who got the education to the point that they graduated, how many of them are currently working? And do you not know that when they say Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world, when you are jobless, unable to fend for yourself, unable to meet your basic needs, then you will resort into just anything. And I say anything just to survive. And when we say that just for what for what, it is just so ordinary. But when you put it into the real life of it, 70 million people, 70 million people. That is the near population, if not the exact population of the United Kingdom. Imagine the entire UK, United Kingdom, jobless, just waiting to borrow money to feed their politicians, to feed their families, and they continue to borrow it. And think about that and tell me, how can you say Nigeria is going to be great when you have this staggering number of those who have become poorer? And when they become poorer, it increases crime. And when crime increases, it shortens lifespan. When your lifespan is short, what dream do you then have? If you are actually thinking, a lot of things contribute to the short lifespan in Nigeria, and these are the consequences of the policies, decisions, associations, and all these things that these politicians got involved in, and those who support them. They come back to you. So when you put the numbers, when you put the figure into a life being, then you should be scared, right? So 7 years down the line, you as a Yoruba man, a friend of Mayegun, a disciple, a brethren on Mayegun's diary political, when they begin to throw the card of religion, when they begin to throw the cards of tribe or ethnic, or they begin to throw every other useless card that they always kind of use to subdue you and tell you to reconsider your position, because if you keep your position, Yorubas are going to lose a lot, other people are going to take over. Nobody is winning in Nigeria. No tribe is winning. No religion is winning in Nigeria. Many of you are just not paying attention. When you look at the poverty in Nigeria, when you look at the underdevelopment in Nigeria, when you look at the limited access to opportunity in Nigeria, all of this doesn't recognize you, whether you are Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. Poverty, it doesn't recognize you whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or atheist. It doesn't actually acknowledge you whether you are young, old, or whatever. It is the system. It deals with you as a living being. And as a living being, it will be so stupid of you to continue to be deceived by those who don't give a damn about ethnic. They don't give a damn about your tribe. They don't give a damn about your religion. And for you to be swindled, to be deceived, to be swayed by the sweet mouth of those who don't believe in all those things, those who have told you to jettison who you are for who they say you are. And the who they say you are is completely not clear, not well defined. Who is a Nigerian? Right. So their decisions affect you, right? And when you look around you, you realize that all you have is you and those who look like you. So when you want to distance yourself from people like this who are always running, then you what? You subscribe onto Mayegun's Diary Politico, where it is easier to have a clarity about your decisions when it comes to stuffs like this. Your existence, your business, your family, your job, your environment, your community. Things that matter to you should matter to those in authority, protecting you, safeguarding you, and doing all of that. It is their job. But in Nigeria, the criminals in charge cut across all ethnic nationalities, all of the tribes in Nigeria. You know that? So it will be foolish and unwise for anyone who is educated. And education I'm talking about is not just about how to read, write, or speak grammar. Education has to do with the knowledge that you have access to. Knowledge, life-changing, or let me say life-changing knowledge. Decisions that are life-changing decisions. Information you have access to will always influence. Why do you think you should listen to the criminals who have been in charge of Nigeria for 24, 22 years? And it is the same story again and again. And when they fail, they come back to throw the same card. I'm a Yoruba man. Or I'm an Igbo man. I will do it better. I'm a Yoruba man. I will do this better. So when you understand the complexity of the fraudulent contraption itself, you will save yourself the stress of making yourself the experimental species for these rogues every 4 years. Amaechi was Speaker of Rivers State's House of Assembly for 8 years. Then he became the governor of Rivers State for another 8 years. 8 years ago, he turned on his own brother, as many of you will probably put it. But to them, it is politics, and it is about survival. The survival of the fittest, at the expense of the masses. Do you understand? They have no permanent friends or permanent enemies. They say, bunch of rogues and criminals, no ideology in their politics. It is just about who will do it and win it better next time. Then will you enjoy it for some time while the people suffer this for some time as well. So Amaechi, towards the end of his term as governor, having access to a huge amount of money. Rivers State is the second richest state in revenue generation, and at the same time in revenue they receive every month. Rivers State is the second richest state in Nigeria after Lagos State. So he had access to a serious money, and that played a very crucial role in funding the emergence of Bakare. So when Thiefnubu was using the Lagos money, Amaechi was using Rivers State money, building APC, funding it, getting people to cross over, promising them this and that. So it was considered as a founding father. When Bakare came in, Bakare rewarded him with a Minister of Transportation. So in 7 years, Amaechi has never completed a single rail project in Nigeria in 7 years. The Abuja rail line that Jonathan borrowed money from China, and they started it. I remember during the 2015 election campaign, when they are putting all the frauds together for all of us to consume. Good luck, Egbere Jolantan he had a coach. How many of you remember that story? So they'll put a coach or two coaches. They'll put them on the track. Good luck, Jonathan and some people will sit in one coach. Media will sit on the other coach. So they link them together. So they will move them from Abuja to Kaduna. And Jonathan was commissioned. He commissioned the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway in 2015. I don't know if many of you remember that, but it wasn't completed, right? So when they finished that, he also went, I think they carried the coach and everything, put them on trailer, and they drove them down to Southwest in Lagos, where he also used that to commission what he said would be Lagos, Ibadan, Kano, rail, dual carriageway. And immediately after the election, since Jonathan no win, you know, as usual, now everything stopped. Those who owned the coaches, they took their coaches away. They abandoned everything. So Bokwari came, renegotiated the loan for Abuja Kaduna Expressway with Amaechi, and they got it working again. And they completed it, probably not completed it as well, right? Because they said that the train runs 40 kilometers per hour. That is like locomotive doing, you know what I mean? Anyway, for 7 years, Amaechi was busy trying to, trying to get himself accepted by the Bokwari's clan. So the first project of Amaechi was where they first started borrowing for rail construction that they would never complete, okay? Then Amaechi felt like, this old Daura, there is no university. They said no university. Amaechi was like, okay, let us put University of Transportation here for all of you in Daura. You know, Daura is where they are already kidnapping people. They kidnapped the village head of Daura just to make Bokwari feel good. They constructed, Amaechi, then they have to borrow money to construct University of Transportation in Daura in order to also satisfy his master. Say, Baba Buhari, sorry, Ranka Dede, Malam, Sonuda Iki, Sonuda Ku, Sonuda Ji, or whatever, and all of that. Baba, your Baba, Onikpekpeye, Ninje, is it true that your Baba is from Niger Republic? And Bukwari said, Yawa, Baba Onikpekpeye from Niger Republic came here and grabbed one person, you know, and Buhari, me, say, okay, great. But there is no road to Niger Republic from here. Say, yeah, we use camels or we trek across the desert. For how many days, Baba? For many days. In order for Amaechi to make himself the super minister as well, right? He said, okay, he traveled down to Niger Republic. You may be wondering, why am I telling you all of this? I am going to tell you everything so that as I'm telling you, you will picture it in your head. You will get angry. But you see, when you now get that anger, like, what the hell? I will tell you where we are going to channel the anger. Because now anger, where I go need them. All of us need the anger. So if my story too long, maybe you are not supposed to be here in the first place, my brothers and sisters. If it's boring. A trip to Niger Republic to go and beg them. Can I construct rail line and build a train, a track from Nigeria to Niger Republic? Say, no try, we don't get money on Niger. So we've spoken to contractors. They said it's going to cost about $6 billion. Now Nigeria, they feed us. We are the secret 37th state to Nigeria. All this northern Nigeria, they contribute money to bail us. We're trained. We are very fine with all the truck, with the manager. Don't worry. Say, no, it's not your money. He said he begged them. That's what Amaechi said. That's where I got my story from. I'm just recreating it for you. He said, I traveled down there to beg them with our money. That's why I said, with our money. Let us construct it. Nigeria decided to go and borrow money to construct the rail line to Niger Republic, while the economy of Nigeria was bleeding. Businesses were closing. Jobs were being lost every day in hundreds of thousands. People were falling into poverty every now and then. And the only singular port in Nigeria, can you believe that? If you have never been to Nigeria and you are watching my broadcast, would you believe it that as big as Nigeria, they only have one single port? And it is all to ensure that the unitary system that they practice in Nigeria, controlled by the northern oligarch and their friends in the south, right? To hold control, they make sure that there's only one port that works in Nigeria, one single port, and that is in Lagos. Now, when you finally clear your goods, you see that Lagos port, the people that make use of it most are the people from the eastern part of Nigeria. I can say this, I stand to be corrected, that 60% of importation to Nigeria from all over the place are businesses run by the Biafrans from the eastern Nigeria. And how do I know that? When they clear their containers in Lagos, for those who are Lagos based or Southwest based, they put it on another trailer, a strong 16-wheeler trailer, and they will begin a journey of moving it out of Lagos to a different part of Nigeria. But do you know where the most of them are always headed? To the eastern part of Nigeria. For those of us who lived in Lagos or who have lived in Ijebu, because I grew up in Ijebu, and then you see that Shagamu or Benin Expressway going on to the eastern Nigeria. There are times they will tell you, don't travel at this or so hour because the trailers who are carrying containers will be on the road. Many families have lost their lives on that road because they ran into different trailers who either lost their brakes or something happened because they are all rickety. Most of them are rickety anyway. Again, why am I telling you that? It's because I wanted you to know the economic stupidity of somebody like Amaechi, who came from that part of Nigeria, had the opportunity of being a minister after being a governor, of being a minister, and he sat down in his office in Abuja, right? And he thought about it. How do we create jobs for Nigerians? Or should I create jobs for Nigerians or create jobs for Nigerians? He chose Nigerians, Niger Republic citizens over Nigeria. How did I know? Amaechi came on here. They asked him, you are Minister of Transportation. How about something so huge, massive, whereby to prove that, this criminal government actually meant well, right? How about you construct a rail from that Lagos to that eastern Nigeria, or manage to at least link the entire Nigeria by rail? The billions of dollars you are borrowing will be paid up by Nigerians, or it's going to be used for the Nigerians. How does that make any sense to you? You know what Amaechi said? He said, the Oyinbos that borrowed them money, they did not borrow them money to go and construct rail line from Lagos to the eastern Nigeria. But they continue to lie in the media that Boko Haram is now connecting from Kogi, Kogi to Delta, Delta to, but you need to see all the madness they are doing there. Now, Thiefnubu want to be president. Amaechi is also now running. They gave him a chieftaincy title in Daura. Magajin, something Daura. He is like the son of the soil. However, Thiefnubu want to contest, and they said Thiefnubu no well. Thiefnubu no get leg. He no feel even waka long distance. Now so Amaechi enter stadium. And I think it's this clip. I think it's this one.
nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò páǹbọ̀ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
So now that Amaechi, instead of him as a VIP to just walk straight to the podium and declare, Amaechi started running. What do you mean? But do you know who started asking, why is Amaechi running? Why is he running? What does he want to prove? Now the Thiefnubu boys. Huh. Some of you are not on Twitter. You are not on Facebook. Majority of you, now only this WhatsApp messages, you are so popular watching. Some of us, they see real film out there. Now them first started crying. What nonsense. If it is not, oh boy, you see, when you see all those Lagos Abobakus, all those Oshogbu Alimajiris, the on-boot slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. What is wrong with him? Who sent him to be running? What's the point? What was he trying to prove? But because some people are saying Amaechi is running to show that he is healthy. If he's sure for you, do him. If he is it, Thiefnubu, do him. Because say, why Thiefnubu were triggered, Ben? Why were they so triggered? I mean, you are from the same party, no biggie. I say, now if Thiefnubu made him, I say, calm down. You need to calm down. I know saying now your papa that they did so. I mean, he didn't even say it. He didn't even say, okay, make your papa self run small. Or you tell Thiefnubu to run. Or you know Thiefnubu is 70. Amaechi is 60. How old is Amaechi? 62. I'll be waiting. They now said, na Thiefnubu made Amaechi. Say, oh boy. I think see the talk say, since they arrest Abba, Oshtelo, Pablo Escobar, Kyari, that they discovered that all of those, what's it, Gamalin? What is it they use for that Nigeria again? What's it they call that thing again? At Tramadol, not Gamalin. Gamalin na poison, oh. That one are instant. Tramadol na gradual. Waiting all these Lagos Abobakus, they smoke. And then I know say don't they pain them. And a small. Fake Pastor Ruga is also going to declare. And he's also going to run. Everybody will run. That's how every one of them will run, and they will run, and they will run, and they will run mad. Emefiele is also running. Yes. I'll come back to that. But the one that actually got me, it's the venue. You know, this may sound a little bit funny, but it's not. There's some things I want you to be picking up from there, right? Did you see the crowd in River State? We'll come back to that. That's why they do my wakajeje. waka jeje. Like Prince would say. I mean, sorry, Princess. Princess would say, so waka jeje. They do my waka jeje on social media. I think it was actually on Twitter. And I saw this Thiefnubu, Lagos Abobaku, who is abroad. And you know those ones who are abroad, those are the ones we call premium Buhari idiots. And they are in 3 categories. Mumu Madu, Bele lecturer, Mumu lecturer. They are abroad. They are not in Nigeria. But they left Nigeria. Sorry, when they left Nigeria, Nigeria did not leave them. So they are abroad. They are those premium Buhari idiots abroad. Or this... and they were lamenting. I said, Baba, what's happened now? Why you can't complain like this? That if it's not because of Thiefnubu, who is Amaechi, nobody can challenge Thiefnubu. I say, Baba, from this your Cyprus where you dey, you still get mad, they talk this nonsense. Baba, what's happened? Who hurt you? Say, shut up your mouth. You don't know anything. I say, Baba, even if I don't know anything, who hurt you, Baba? Thiefnubu made Amaechi. You dey craze? You dey drink gamalin, I been a tramadol, I be gamalon. But that's what it is. It's a mental case. I said, but you people are of the same party now. Why are you like this? So everybody that is running is considered doing so to rubbish Thiefnubu. But the only way an average Lagos Abobaku would always encourage and console themselves is to believe that Thiefnubu, the master strategist, you will see him. That's how they console themselves. But inside the room, and like this, they, you know, I don't know if some of you have seen this picture, this meme of a dog biting into the bed. That's how they go. They go after they rant on social media, after they fight and abuse and they run out of data and everything. Then the reality will set on them and they start praying. They say, God will shame on Lord Thiefnubu's enemy. Thiefnubu did all his best. So were others too. Also, let me say, so did others too. They did their best too. They raped their state. They stole money to invest in this calamity. Bokwari. Gbogbo yin ma jọ perish papọ̀ ni. Ema perish mo Nigeria. Ema perish papọ̀ last. Some of you don't even know the depth of the sin these guys have committed against you. A complete crime against humanity. So they all paid up. They paid. They made Bokwari who he is. Amaechi robbed but when I saw that crowd, I said, so some people are still so much 2023 election APC Egbekegbe Baba job day. They say na poverty push am o. I say, oh boy, you will see staggering numbers of people. And then, you know, you may tell yourself that na poverty, they push them. Of course, na poverty. But I'm saying beyond that, it's like, put it this way. I'll let you see this first. This one, see the heads.
Amaechi. I appreciate my three brothers. The only difference is that you wear Babari there and I wear my own khaki. As you can see, they have the same complexion. He wears a high cap in order to take one disadvantage. Let me also appreciate the speaker, the deputy speaker, the authentic coverage, deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, who was once an activist in the university system, Honorable Wase. We have here a man who wears a
That sounded like Oshiomole. Aha. Well, that's the first one. I think I have another one I will share. I think this is the one. So, you may say they are rented or whatever you want to say, but those are human beings that you'll be like, they are also living in that Nigeria. And you ask yourself, say, so far no data, yeah, people.